They're like OG Viking. We get the return of Ceeeb. That's what everybody's here for. We all want to see the new OG, guys. I know. Whatever he decides to go for. And this top lane, like, it's fine for mid one and Notel early on in the first few waves, but when Venom starts to go a few more levels, you know, the lane starts to get a lot more difficult.
First look.
There's first blood finally coming through, and that's a kill on a Solari that gets him that. But so far, so good for OG. Not that things are going horribly right now for Viking.
No.
As they look over, Notel, Spectral Dagger comes in, the Tombstone committed, now Notel low, he'll end up falling, Aramis gets the kill there, Sunstrike onto Aramis, not gonna land, however they'll still get this kill.
Yeah, I thought Toby up in the top lane would try and actually ward block the line in the trees, but... Oh no, his career! Like, he did TP back to base on mid one, and yeah.
They're gonna go for Toby. Venomous Gale did hit on a Sox, so they get the kill into the line, but there is the Sunstrike landing on Toby, so now they've got the kill on a Venomancer. Toby, well, his life may not be in vain as Boom comes over, lands the Doom on a mid one, the chase is there, and this should be a return kill for the side of Viking. Forced to use that wand. Things were getting a little dicey there for a second. I was actually looking at mid one's net worth, and he is very far behind Shad on the jug. He just did not farm that well up towards top.
Yeah, normally we see this Spectre go
over mid. Inkswell gets popped. Thompson in trouble. He'll end up dying to Aramis. No chance to make the rotation, but there's the Soulbind. Two are locked up. Doom gets committed onto Lion, so, well, Saksa, he'll be forced to retreat. He might die. Spectral Dagger thrown at Boom. How far are you going to commit for this one? Because now the Soulbind's no longer there. They've got the Shockwave. RP committed. Boom will die. They don't lose Saksa.
Not able to find anything else. Toby doing a really good job of just trying to keep this mid tier 1 alive as long as possible, though. Dropping these circles.
Are they going to try and fight this? They've got the Tornado into the EMP, so Aramis without any mana left over. The Healing Ward comes in. There's the Soulbind onto 2. Skewer forward, but it's really not onto anybody too close. Aramis ends up dead. They look over at Solari. They could get themselves 2 kills at least. And they will. Soulbind got committed, so did the Doom, but Viking, they fail to evacuate the situation quickly enough. It's a lot of gold in the bank, but still just under 3k away from catching up to Shad. Notel with the Omni Slash bouncing around. There's the Haunt coming from the back. Solarian's in trouble as he gets it with the Cold Snap as well as the Deafening Blast. Solarian's up dead. There's going to be one coming from the side of Viking. Boom and Shad need to run, but there's the RP on a multiple heroes. The Sunstrike comes through. They get the kill to Toby, and now they look over the rest.
Goes down,
Thompson ends up falling. Decay from Notel, continuing to try and support his team. Mid one getting low as well. He needs to be careful with the Spectral Dagger being thrown at Shad. They'll start to retreat on the side of OG. They'll TP out Notel. They'll get the stun on a 1, but there's the Blade Fury from Shaq. They catch up with Saksa. Aramis now fighting Ceeeb. Skewer on a 2, but Ceeeb gets low and he'll end up falling. Saksa with the finger to kill Aramis before he dies, and it's a 3 for 2 in the favor of Viking.
Look at the mid one needs to keep scaling here.
Mid one needs to work on these Ancients, but Shad just coming over and saying what's yours is mine, and it's Notel now in some trouble. The Inkswell hits, the Tornado comes through. Thompson trying to do it again, but the Soulbind, ooh, is it enough? They get the Notel, they'll trade out Solari. Doom, can you do anything with this? The Infernal Blade takes out mid one, and Thompson, within the Ghost Walk, is just able to squeak away.
When you're playing up against this drug, you need the instant initiation with the Hex.
They're looking to go in, and yeah, they're going to go into the Saksa with the hook shot, but there's Spectral Dagger coming through from mid one, Stroke of Fate, as well as the Chaos Meteor going down from top, so the BKB didn't pop by Boom. Now they'll use the Haunt. Infernal Blade hits, and they'll get the kill on Solari as well as Aramis. They'll buy back on the Grinstroke. They've used the Poison Nova, but Toby in a little bit of trouble as the Decay comes in from Notel, and mid one trying to fight this Venomancer. Saksa low as well as the Mute out onto Ceeeb on this Magnus. Boom, though, he's in trouble. No longer has the BKB. That's on cooldown for another 50 seconds. The Inkswell placed on the Grinstroke, but he's on the run with everybody here for the side of OG. They'll get the kill, take out Solari for a second time.
Because they managed to get the Doom onto Ceeeb, but Thompson just stands there and right-clicks the Doom with Alacrity on. And because Doom doesn't have a huge amount of armor, he actually just has to run away. So, like, even though Ceeb's completely taken out the fight, they really struggle to find any pickoffs.
Ooh, RP comes through. There's the Cataclysm. But with the Skewer, it's going to miss. They've got themselves the Omni Slash as well as the hookshot coming through, but it's not going to be enough just yet. They'll take out Notel. Notel buys back immediately. They'll get the kill on the Boom. So now without that Doom, they're in a little bit of trouble. He's gone for 52 seconds. Shad, he's already used that Omni Slash, so how much is he really worth in this engagement? OG, it's not exactly the easiest to just grab this Roche. They need to position themselves around the pit to make sure this hookshot. And Rocket Flare comes in with the Aegis picked up by mid one. They look over at Shad. Shad's in a lot of trouble. The Skewer is out, but there's the Blade Fury. He won't survive. TP is gone for 53 seconds, no buyback. And Ceeb continuing to move forward with the rest of OG as they march towards the Viking side. They'll try to TP Aramis out, but he stops the TP. Poison Nova committed. Sunstrike won't hit, but the skewer is there from Ceeb. They'll get the kill into Toby and look over at the Clockwork to try and finish off a third hook shot onto Ceeb, but it won't matter. They've got the finger and mid one there for a double kill. OG grab the Aegis. It's allowed mid one to really get back into it, that's for sure.
Oh, they find Thompson though. This will be a massive kill if they can get it.
Yeah, they've got the Doom out on him. Battery Assault as well as the Cog, so try to run, but the Infernal Blade is there. They'll get the kill into this Invoker. 5 times 3 going the way of Boom.
Oh, they missed
even
though.
Some more. Tombstone down, Soulbind's there. Boom. Doesn't have Doom. He's already used it onto the Invoker. They're going to continue with the Inkswell. That's a 2-man stun. No Tail in trouble, as is Ceeb. The BKB's been committed by Boom. They've got themselves the Guardian Greaves being popped by Ceeb, so Spectral Dagger flies in from mid one. He'll try to help out. No Tail's gone. Neither of those heroes have buyback on the side of OG. Mid one, he wants to fight, but I'm not sure this is the fight that he wants to take. He does have the Aegis. The RP's committed on a 3. Ceeb! Can he turn this around inside of OG? I just don't think they have the damage. They look over at Solaire. They get themselves the kill on the Grinstroke. That's at least 1, but they end up losing the Magnus. Poison Nova committed. Mid one now needs to run. The Spirit Vessel's on him. Aramis and Toby are chasing. Venomous kills get thrown out. They've got themselves Shad, and that's the first life gone from this Spectre. But nobody is here to help him. The rest of the team is gone. Mid one now, Haunting, trying to jaunt them out and trying to be slippery, moving around as much as he can. Can he at least get a kill on the Clockwork? Yes, he can, and now Thompson's back. So Thompson gets into the fight. There's the Tornado as well as the EMP. Out of Toby, he's in some trouble. The Sunstrike comes in. It's a little bit too far, but Toby will still die. Somehow, Mid one survives with a second life, and they've taken out 2. OG start to turn this. Spectral Dagger thrown at Shad, so he needs to try and get out of this, but Thompson's right here.
And yes, Viking played the fight really well, but it's going to get more and more difficult now as the game goes on.
Oh, yeah. They smoke up. They got to try and make something happen. And they'll find Satsa, who stops the TP. Oh! A little 4-staff action. It won't keep him alive, but it's nice.
Top tower is under attack.
But here come OG. They're going to try and turn this now. You know that they don't have the Lion, but they're going to try and go the other way with this. They go after Solaire, but it's only going to be a Doom on one of these heroes. They get the stun. Inkswell follows it up. That's going to be on the 3 of these heroes. They look over. No Tail. There's the Omni Slash mid one. He's now all by himself. So Omni Slash bouncing around. He's got himself the haunt once again. He jumps over to Aramis. He goes for the Clockwork. The hook shot lands. Chaos Meteor down, but it's not going to be enough. They look to get mid one. He's low, as well as Ceeb. Boom continuing forward. He doesn't have the BKB or Doom to work with. Skewer away from Ceeb, but they've got the Infernal Blade. They've got the control. Can they get the kill? Yes, they can. 6 times 3 down into the drain as mid one falls. They'll continue for more. Thompson into the Ghost Hawk just to escape. We'll see if he ends up committing to it. And then Ags for Doom is almost finished.
They need to find a way of killing this Doom at the start of the fight on OG. He has to be the big target, but he's so tanky with this 27 armor. He has a BKB. He's got the repair kit as his neutral item as well. Like, this guy's sitting on 37.4 HP regen. Like, bringing him down 100 to 0 is like almost impossible unless they RP him, pretty much. They do see him under a sentry here, but
they've got the Hex, and now they've got the stun. They'll hit the finger, and they blow him up. So, Haunt moving forward, Soulbind on a 2, they're going to buy back on Boom, but the Soulbind's already been used, so they've got the hook shot coming from around as well as the Cogs. Abyssal Blade on both these heroes! There's the Infernal Blade, the Doom comes in, they look over at Thompson, they've got the Wave Fury right on, but there is Ceeb with the RP! Can they get the kill on either Shatter or Boom? Boom for the second time, he pops that BKB, he looks over at mid one, he's using that Infernal Blade, they get the kill on Aramis, but they lose Thompson! Thompson did for 6 seconds,
really
he's got buyback, mid one low, running away from Boom, but they got the Hex coming in from Saxo that might save him! As well as the stun! Boom looking, but he can't find him!
like, so they're just holding the high ground and holding the vision control here.
Spectral Dagger thrown out. Otis Orb on a mid one. Boom backs off for just a second, but no Tail coming over. The Venomous Scale is thrown in. There's the Blink as well as the War Stomp coming in onto this Undying. No Tail pops immediately, but they've got themselves the stun as well as the Cataclysm coming through, and there's the finger. Boom in trouble, pops the BKB, surviving for now. The hookshot misses. Omni Slash bouncing around. They get the kill on Boom as well as Toby. They don't have buyback. Omni Slash will run out, and now this is Shad in trouble. There's the stun coming in from Saxo, who's on the high ground. They look over at this junk. They look over at the Clockwork. They'll try to chase him down. The Blade Free as well as the TP. No Tornado!
What a tornado!
They'll get the kill on a Shad. They'll take out Aramis and Solari. Everybody goes down on Viking.
Yeah, and they can just... Oh, hang on, hook shot.
Hook shot, Dust, Cogs, Abyssal Blade, and Saxo low. Force staff away, and even with the Spirit Vessel, they just can't get the kill. The BKB's been popped by mid one. They'll use the Doom out onto the Invoker. They'll get the kill onto Soxa, so they'll take out one, but there's the Haunt jumping back towards Shad. Shad in trouble, trying to run. Aramis is dead. Mid one can't get the kill onto Shad, but he looks over at Toby instead and will clean the life of the Venomancer there for him. No Tail's gone for 94 seconds. They look over at Boom. They'll pull him in. They'll get the kill. They'll take him out. It's a double kill for mid one. The Blade Fury right on him. There's the Cataclysm coming through. Shad, you're gone. You're dead. And so are the chances of Viking taking this game. OG will take game one. It definitely seems like it could be a tough task for Viking if the pace from OG is too much for them to handle. At this point in the game, quite a good chunk. Really liking it so far from Viking as they just get around No Tail, and they didn't get the kill within the trees, but they do get the kill here under the tier 1 tower. Stay ahead is Viking GG.
No Tail wants to make a lot of the space up to keep the tower alive as long as possible, right? But I think you just have to let it go. You're not really able to contest it too much.
RP on a Thompson, LSA, and now Thompson in some trouble. They'll get the dust out. Deafening Blast thrown, the TP attempt, and surrounded by 3 heroes, safely retreats.
He has the Mask of Madness as well. Yeah. But again, it's down to this thing, it's
bottom. Toby's they're gonna go for Toby. They've got the Tombstone down, but the Laguna Blade hits. No Tail dead again. Killing spree here for the Clockwork. They get around Aramis, and they'll grab the kill on Lena, or will they? Uh-oh, stun comes through. Soxa gone. Sunstrike out, takes out Toby. Thompson, he grabs one, and now Solari on the run. Ceeeb, no mana to play with.
And I was expecting more from this Clockwork, considering the really good start to the game he had, but his rotations have been really ineffective.
In the jungle, looking for Thompson. They just can't catch him, or can they? Toby coming in with a hook shot. Thompson in some trouble. They do commit the RP for this and will finish him off this time.
I'd love to know how much gold No Tail are giving away with Tombstones this game, though. Feels like it's been a huge amount.
Tornado EMP with the Cold Snap. Thompson making this kill on Aramis easy as they look for Toby and stop the TP. Grabbing themselves a second. Ceeeb gets credit for that one, and the tier 1 bottom looking to fall as well. So Battle Fury picked up. We got 4 heroes towards mid for OG. They're going to try and take this tier 1 tower over mid. And defense is looking to line up for Viking as No Tail moves forward, drops the Tombstone and the ult. Decay comes in, the damage is felt, the hookshot is thrown. They'll get the kill on a No Tail, taking him out for the 6th time.
Good Shackle.
This tier 1 over mid, so the Shackle lands. Toby in trouble, the God Strength Path mid 1. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Laguna Blade with the skewer, mid 1 in trouble.
Great disarm
on the 2. Oh, RP used, but he's already dead. Boom whiffs. So that 2,000 net worth lead that Viking had is quickly cut down by OG. However, again, we'll see what they can do with the Splink Checker as well as the RP Boom coming around the back. They've got No Tail in some trouble to skewer away. They'll get the kill on to the Undying, and now they'll look for more.
They've got the hook shot up in 1 second.
Hook shot comes in, Shackle thrown, not going to matter. Mid 1 though, he's going to try and fight his way through this. The Laguna Blade thrown it to Toby. They get the kill, the RP is there. They'll take out mid 1. They look over at Soxa, and the LSA hits. So they lock down this Windrunner. They grab themselves yet another, and 3 gone.
Shad loses all his mana.
Out of mana. Blink,
the
RP, and now the skewer back on a Thompson. He's all by himself. Ceeeb comes in. Can he get the silences to keep Thompson alive? Yes, he can. So now the BKB's been popped. They get the kill on the Toby. Ceeeb moving forward with the help of No Tail and the rest of the team. There's, oh my god,
Roche is so low.
2 shots, Lena. And they're going to go after Roche themselves. They no longer have RP. And this is a problem, but Toby does have hookshot. It's not going to matter. They're going forward. Mid 1 grabs the Aegis, and now they look over at Ceeeb. They've got themselves the hookshot coming through on the mid 1 as well as this Night Stalker, but it won't matter. Boom ends up dead. BKB's been popped by mid 1. They can continue to move on forward as Viking now need to just retreat. Big fan of that expression. Promise. Stun thrown out at to Toby, and skewer back. Boom, controlling mid 1 for a moment. They've got Ceeeb, though, moving forward, getting the silence out onto the Lena. Lena, nothing to do here but the LSA. And no Laguna Blade to follow it up. They get the kill, and now will buy back. But the Mana Void, not going to matter. Shad ends up dead. He's gone for 50 seconds without buyback. They look over at Solari with the BKB being popped by Ceeeb. Ceeeb moving in, but Solari invis. And smoke breaks.
Oh, what a
Thompson
tornado.
right there. Tornado comes in as well as the EMP. Solari gets hit. But there's the stun from mid one. He also pops the God Strength.
Oh my
and
God.
doing a lot of damage to this Clockwork. But he survives for a moment longer thanks to the Glimmer Cape. However, will still fall. So mid one gets credit for that. Soxa coming
What a
in.
shackle.
Two-man shackle landing on the Lina and the Enchantress. And with the Cataclysm, they're gone. Solari, Aramis, no buyback.
Radiant's middle tower has
Take
fallen.
the tier 2, they look over to continue forward. They still have this Aegis for a little bit longer. Meteor Hammer dropped down, and I mean, this is going to make these towers easier and easier to take.
They have
For
no glyph.
Viking, I don't know what they can do here. No glyph and no RP to work with.
And the thing is, AM can't even fight either, right?
Dire's bottom tower is
He has to just keep farming.
Blink Skewer, not bad. Puts him in between
He
the
has
tier 4s.
Aegis.
They've got the Laguna Blade, they get the kill, but he does still have the Aegis. The BKB's been popped by Ceeeb, they'll get the kill on Aramis. And now, hookshot flies through from Toby, but what do you do afterwards? Stormhammer hits, Toby gone, Thompson with a Sunstrike gets the kill. God Strength pop, both racks go down mid, and by the time it's up, you may even just lose this melee rack. RP on a 2, but he only skewers back Sen. Tornado comes in from Thompson. Thompson continuing to do work here. Shad behind him. Shad trying to do all he can, but he's silenced up. He's hit with the shackle shot, and they will get the kill onto the anti-mage. Dead for 64 seconds. That might just be the nail in the coffin here to get the call of the GG and the 2-0 for OG. As they take another set of racks and go towards the tier 4s. Meteor Hammer coming in once again. That's going to hit both tier 4s. They'll get the kill on a mid one. So that'll hold them alive for a little bit longer. The hookshot hits on a Soxa. They've got the cogs around the Windrunner. The Laguna Blade thrown over at Thompson. They've also got Dust.
Is he
But
out?
will it matter? I don't think it will. So obviously OG will start to posture near the pit, as will Viking, as this timer starts to tick down, and there's 30 seconds away from letting us know where it's going to be at afterwards. But Shad, he went
the
forward on
silence.
this, and now he's silenced. They've got the shackle shot with the Cataclysm. They just blow him up. 70 seconds, see you later. And now moving forward is OG, but they're in trouble. Seb goes down mid one,
Oh my
getting
God, damage,
low,
though.
but he's got way too much damage for them to handle on the side of Viking. They get the kill on a Boom Aramis as well as Toby, and they're looking for the full team wipe. Solari, the last one to go down, dusted up in the Glimmer Cape, not gonna matter, and GG is called by Viking. OG with a 5-for-1 to take the series 2 up.
Yeah, and that last fight there is exactly why you see the power of the Night Stalker versus the AM.